Insalmilkom program ieħor il-Missjoni Hawn. Missjonari li qed jagħtu servizz lil Malta ħankunu qegħdin ninkomplu nintaqgħu magħhom matul din is-sensiela. Bħalissa matul dawn l-aħħar ftit ġimgħat konna qed naraw ħafna missjonari ġejjin mill-kamp mill-kontinent Asjatiku propju llum ħankomplu nitkellmu ukoll fuq l-Indja. Indja pajjiż kbir ta' 1.4 biljun persuna li għandu ħafna diversità, ħajja vibranti u kulturi differenti. Però nafu wkoll qed jiżviluppa ħafna, però nonostante dan kollu għalkemm qed isir dan kollu xorta għatem percentaġġ kbir tal-popolazzjoni li tgħix taħt fil-povertà estrema. U propju missjo taħdem biex tkun tista' twassal u tagħmel proġetti f'din l-erja fejn tidħol l-edukazzjoni, is-saħħa, l-agrikoltura u ħafna affarijiet oħra. Matul din is-sensiela wkoll qed tisimgħu li matul din is-sena missjo qed tiċċelebra il-100 sena mill-ġurnata missjonarja fejn fit-tielet ħadd ta' Ottubru kull sena id-dinja fid-dinja il-Knisja Kattolika fid-dinja kollha tkun qed tiċċelebra dan il-mument partikolari fejn inkunu qed niċċelebraw il-missjonarju, il-missjoni, il-komunitajiet kollha fil-missjoni u lilkom kollha li intom benefatturi tal-missjoni propju din il-ġurnata hija kollha kemmi għalikom. U għalhekk qed nagħmlu sensiela ta' programmi biex nlaqqawkom ma' ħafna missjonari li din id-darba qegħdin jagħmlu xogħol hawn Malta. I just did the introduction, nlaqqakom ma' Father Anthony minn Bangalore, l-Indja. Palissa qiegħed jagħmel ħafna xogħol hawn Malta, però ħansiru nafu dan lejn l-aħħar tan il-programm xi qed jagħmel hawn Malta qabel ħansiru nafuh. Father Anthony, welcome to our program. This was an introduction about India with 1.4 billion people. It's one of the biggest countries in the world. It's also not just in population, but also as a country in land. It's very very big. I was fortunate to visit India a few years back in Nalgonda. We were talking about Nalgonda. Yes. And also to go from one place to another, sometimes you need to catch a plane because otherwise it will take days to arrive. So you come from Bangalore, south of India. We had priests from Kerala here as well. But first, tell us a bit about yourself as a child and your family.
Yes. Namaste. I'm Father Anthony Sandeep. I come from the Archdiocese of Bangalore. Yes, I hail from a family of two. I have my mother, and then she's a homemaker, and I have my dad passed away in 2020, and I have my elder brother. He's married and has 2 children, and this is about my small family, and then about my vocation.
The occasion will come later on.
Yes.
As a child, tell us about as a child. You're a family of 2, so you're 2 brothers. You live in Bangalore. Obviously, it is a Hindi. The majority is Hindi people. As a child, your upbringing.
Okay. Yes. As children, we didn't much worry about the religion as such. To be honest, in India. Because we grew up, I grew up in a multicultural and multi-religious society where we lived as brothers. So I remember when I was a child, we lived in a kind of a quadrangle, the house setups like the olden days. So I remember we had people from different religious backgrounds like Muslims, Hindus, and there was also a Jain. Okay. So and we were the only Catholic family living in that vicinity. So we didn't have much differences because when it came to religious practices, they used to celebrate their own. The Hindu. India is a land of festivals. You know, there are a lot of festivals.
A lot of festivals, yes, so nice colors and nice feasts.
Yes. So coming to that part, so whenever they celebrated, for example, they celebrated this Ganesha festival. So I saw that Ganesha on Maltese summer festival when it was about to begin. So I was reminded of all my childhood days. When they celebrated Ganesha festivals, they used to bring sweets to us. Or when they celebrated Diwali, We also burst crackers with them. So also when we celebrated Christmas, they used to come to our houses to have nice cake and nice biryani and nice meal.
Well, so that is very good. There you have lot,
Yes.
not just one feast, but so many feasts with different cultures and
Yes.
religions.
So we didn't find that, excluded from the society, to be honest, when we were children. And then we grew up as brothers. Even when I go back home, I have most of my friends who are Hindus. Okay, for them, it's like they are kind of, they ask, why? How come you became a priest? For them, it's something new for them. A person going, leaving everything, the family life and things, and then going and becoming a priest, set apart. It's kind of unbelievable for them. So.
Is there any tradition as a child that you remember that you would like to share it with us?
The traditions, the Hindu tradition?
Any traditions that you really liked and you really enjoyed looking forward to these traditions?
Yes. So one of the traditions that I remember from my past is the Festival of Lights. That is, we call it Deepavali. Okay. So in English it's Deepavali. So the words, potato. So it differs. So
yeah.
So I remember that feast because during those feasts the whole city will be lit up with the small lamps. Okay, made of mud and then oil and then the cotton. Okay, it's really beautiful to see India lit up without electricity, only with these lamps.
And all India celebrates.
All India celebrates.
So it must be very colorful
and yes, and that's one of the feasts that I look forward to because there'll be a lot of sweets too.
Yes,
like Maltese, like Maltese festivals. For every feast, there is a sweet associated with that, even with Indian festivals. So this was one of the feasts, and the second one would be Dasara. That is my state festival. One reason I enjoy that because as children we used to get 15 days of holidays.
Oh yeah.
Okay, the government holidays. The state used to give us 15 days of holidays, and then with every day they celebrated one aspect of the feast. So they used to begin with even today they celebrate this feast in October. So they start in maybe the beginning of October. They start with blessing of all the instruments. It was started by the kings, okay, several years ago as a part of culture, and then we call it Dasara. Dasara. It's
what means?
Dasara means it's a festival of the state. So that is one of the feasts that I look forward to, the Festival of India. Okay. So they bless the animals, they bless the instruments that we work on, they bless the people, and then there will be a lot of parading of elephants carrying this deity made of gold, pure gold. It's around 350 kilos of golden deity that they carry on the elephant. So it's really beautiful to be there.
I can imagine, because even your face is lit up when you were describing and telling us about these two festivities. So let's go back to your family and how important was faith at home?
Faith at home has played a major role in my life, especially beginning from the faith of my grandparents and my parents, and in fact to tell about the faith of the village that my grandmother and my mother hail from. There are around 40 plus priests from one small village.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yes, it's a small village situated in the north of Karnataka. Okay, and it is called Shettihalli. The church is dedicated to Our Lady of Holy Rosary. Okay, so the church was built by the French missionaries. Okay, the MVP priests. So whose memory even today they remember them. Come from this small village. So when we speak about faith, the people are so devoteful. So they are so committed to their religion, the faith, and then just like here, the elders, they would like to go for the 5:30 mass. Back home too, they always heard the church bell, and then they started going to the church at 5:30 in the morning, and after the mass they would continue with all the other works. So
Quite early. Why is it that early? Because of people going to work?
most of them were farmers.
Farmers, so yeah,
So yes,
they have to.
so they had to wake up and then finish their mass and then go to the fields to work.
So agriculture plays a lot there for families. Is it one of the main working areas that the people?
Yes, yes, because the village is blessed with a small river, okay, river bank. So most of the people, their main source of income is agriculture and farming.
Okay, if I tell you a question, if you don't want to answer, because maybe there were more than one, but
Okay.
who influenced you most growing up?
My mother,
Your mother.
yes,
Why?
because I remember the sacrifices that she made right from my childhood. If I had to explain one incident, there are a lot of things, but just this one. My mother is a nurse. Okay, my dad was a truck driver. Okay, they were in Indian setup. It's not the love marriage; it is the marriage that is arranged. The elders look for a bride or a groom, and then they arrange the wedding. So that's the setup. So and then she got married when she was 21. She had finished her nursing, and then after my brother was born, of course there was poverty at home, and not that we were very rich when we grew up as children. So she literally sacrificed her work. She said, my father, since he's a truck driver, he used to go out of the town maybe for a week or sometimes even 10 days. So it was difficult to take care of the children. So she left her profession, and then she stayed back home and she took care of us. So that's one of the biggest things. And she also spoke a lot about our faith, and from the village that I came from. And then she spoke more about the missionaries that entered the village, and then how they baptized the people, and how the way they educated the children there. They took care of the needs of the children. So that really inspired me, and she has been a very great source of my inspiration. So
Good. So growing up, from a child, you went to school, and also from primary to higher school.
yes.
The school in the area, was it okay? It was you had to travel a long distance.
No, for me, I was blessed because after my parents' wedding, they shifted to a town.
So you were living in a town.
In a town, yes.
Okay. And can you remember tell us something about school, about going to school, subjects, what you liked most?
Yes. At school, I always liked the language.
Languages.
Language was my favorite subject. And of course, when I grew up till my class 10, level 10, so I studied in the vernacular medium back home.
Okay.
So I picked up English after I graduated to my college, the pre-university. So
Okay. When did you start feeling that you had this vocation to become a priest?
one of the incidents that I remember from my childhood is at the end of my class 3, third standard, we were given a piece of paper to write what you want to become when you grow up.
When you grew
I still remember that answer. So I told them I want to be a priest.
Immediately.
Yeah, so I wrote in my paper, and then the teacher was a Catholic. So she called me and asked, I'm really surprised by your answer. And then, so from then on, the desire to grow in priesthood increased.
But you were attending a Catholic school or a government school?
My primary was a Catholic school,
Catholic school.
Run by the Sisters of St. Joseph's of Tarbes. And then my higher secondary, it was a Hindu school.
Okay. And then how you started your journey?
My journey, I was 14 years old when I entered the minor seminary.
Maybe we have a look at this photo, a younger age.
Yes.
Father Anthony,
Yeah.
tell us a bit about this photo.
Yes, thank you. This is when I was doing my second year theology. This photo I remember. This is soon after our lecture was over. The ministry of lecture was given. We were capturing photos as groups, and then this was one of the photos from there. This is my seminary, St. Joseph's Interdiocesan Seminary, Mangalore. That's situated in the south of India. So,
okay, let's go back to your vocation. So you said
yes.
the age of 14.
Yes, at 14 years, I decided to go to the seminary, and then, of course, it was my parents encouraged me to go. But at one point of time, my mother started crying. She was like, "You want to become a priest?" Because my brother, he had finished his studies, and then he was away for work already. He was not at home, so
you were the only one left.
I was at home, so with my parents.
Maybe we are seeing another photo here.
Yes.
This is when you were
ordained?
Okay.
Yes, it was
which diocese have you been the ordination?
Ordained in the Archdiocese of Bangalore.
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 So the main
Yes.
Bangalore diocese.
Yes. So
these are your parents.
Yeah. To my left is my mother, and the extreme left is my brother, and to my right is my grandmother, and the extreme right is my aunt, my mother's youngest sister. So, yes.
So here your father was already passed away.
Yes. That was after my diaconate. He passed away like a month or so.
Before.
After my diaconate, before my ordination.
Yeah,
yes.
Before your ordination. Okay. So please continue about telling us about your journey.
So it was then that my mother was like, "Okay, are you sure you want to become a priest?" And in my culture, this is a taboo that once you enter the seminary, you do not come back.
Why?
You do not return, because that's a kind of taboo. That's a belief that you go to the seminary and then you come back, you'll have a lot of trials in your life, and then it's kind of you bring in a wrath on your family. So it's almost like that. Now, of course, the understanding is changing now, but that was the thing. So my mother was like, "If you go, you're not supposed to come back like any others." So I remember. So, and then I remember the first day of my
departure.
Departure. I was in the parlor with my luggage. My grandma and my mother came to drop me off in the seminary, in the minor seminary of the Archdiocese of Bangalore. And then I remember sitting there with my luggage in the parlor, and then I started crying because I was never away from home.
No.
Almost for 14 years, I was always with my parents, my mother or my dad.
And 14 years is quite a young age as well.
So then I was sitting in the parlor and I started crying. My grandma looked at me and asked, "See, it's not too late. You're still here with your luggage. You still want to go in and become a priest? It's up to you. You want to go or you want to come back? Do not worry about all the other preparations. We'll take care of the things. So you decide." So that's when I said, I just wiped my eyes, and then I said, "I'm going to become a priest." So that was then on the 1st of June, I remember 2007.
So, and your journey started at the age of 14.
14.
How long you have been to the seminary till you became a deacon and then a priest?
2007, I entered the minor seminary, and 2007 was a year of orientation. So we get exposed to the language, English, and then, of course, and then with few other subjects of faith. And then 2008 and 9, I did my pre-university, that is 11th and 12th. So, and then 2010 to 13, I did my graduation, my degree in industrial relations, economics and sociology as major subjects. And during that time, I stayed with my aunt in Bangalore. My home is away from Bangalore, it's around 70 kilometers away. So I stay with my aunt there, and then mornings I used to go to the university, and evenings I didn't want to trouble my parents and the people there. So I used to go in the evening to work part-time.
Okay,
So,
what kind of work?
that was a call center. So yes, it was like Yellow Pages.
Okay.
So it's like this. So I worked there in the call center for 2 years.
But that will sustain also your studies?
Yes, my pocket monies and
Yeah.
studies as well.
It's the first time that I've heard someone that during studies that I have interviewed them, that during their studies they used to do part-time to sustain themselves.
Yes, so
It's a very good and interesting thing that you did, because sometimes it's a burden for the whole family.
yes.
For the whole family. And then the big day.
The big day. So that was a thing, and then there was still a dilemma when I finished my.
Stop it,
Yes.
because this photo is quite interesting for me. I would like you to tell us what happened here, because this is it a church? This is a church in a
Yes.
remote area.
Soon after my ordination in the year 2021, we were sent for our missions, and then I was sent to a diocese called the Diocese of Kohima in Nagaland, that is in the northeast of India. I worked with a tribe called the Changs. Okay, that was my first year of ordination, and then with all zeal and everything. So in order to go to this church, I used to travel like 5 hours from the main center.
From the center,
From the
travel
center.
to a rural area.
And next, almost like 5 hours.
On a hill.
Yes, it's on a hill, so we had to take wine. The roads are difficult there, so I used to go there and then stay in a school. From the school, I used to walk there to the center. I mean, this small church. Almost
so
like
they used to
35
walk a
minutes.
lot to arrive there.
Yes, the people
Because they
around
come
there.
from all around the area.
Mm.
So because we are not used to these things, you know, in Malta, now you got
Yes.
used to our churches and chapels, we have a lot of them.
Yes.
And people in mission land, they really have to walk distances to arrive to a mission station or church or chapel and to find a priest.
Yes, it's
So
difficult.
how often a priest visit this area?
Before my going, I think the priest used to visit on special occasions.
Special occasions.
Maybe once in 3 months, once in 5 months. So it depends. So.
And in older days, now we have obviously we have the mobile, so we can communicate easily. In older days, how people get to know that the priest is going to visit them, because it's not a normal routine.
Yes. They usually those people who travel from, maybe if a bus is going from here, they used to send a note, or if somebody going from the village, so they used to tell them, so the priest is coming on this Sunday.
And they spread the word from family to a family.
Yes.
It's a difficult life. Yeah, yeah. So you've been then what is it? Oh, this is another photo.
Yes, this photo after my missions. I mean, I was almost completing my missions in the area, and that was a friend of mine who studied with me in the seminary. He's my junior, and the other one is Father Daniel. He's another friend of mine. My diocesan. So it's very interesting about their culture there.
Yes, because he's wearing different.
Yes, so that is his cultural attire, his tribal dress. Okay, so what happens when the bishop calls him to become a priest? So he gives his consent. Okay, he says, "Here I am. I joyfully come forward to be a priest, to serve God." So when he comes at the altar, when he arrives at the altar, one of the priests help him to remove all his tribal garments, symbolizing that you no longer belong to that tribe,
tribal.
You belong to the people of God. So you must serve not only your tribe, but everyone, all the tribes here in the diocese.
It's a very big meaning.
Yes, yes.
For every priest is his first priority is everybody, not just the country. Yeah, now I came across to this photo from the album you have sent us, and this is a special also for us because Cardinal Mario Grech.
Yes.
So You told me before that during his visit in 2008 and
12
and
22
22
2022.
recently. Okay, maybe you tell us about how come you met Father Mario.
Bishop Mario
Bishop
Grech,
Mario.
he was so humble, you know, when I
Yeah.
met him. The first day, that was the evening that we met. And then there was a dinner arranged in the bishop's house, and then I was invited because I stayed in near one of the parishes. And then I used to work with the migrants. So
Okay.
that's how. So it was the time that Cardinal Mario Grech was there in the house. And then one of the incidents that touched me about him while having dinner. So there is, you know, there is a protocol seat.
Yeah.
So he's a person who broke the protocol. So we were all sitting behind. We were all junior priests. So we were all sitting behind. And then he was like, "You're a priest for 1 year, right? You come and sit next to me, to my right." And then arranged the table there. Then they made us sit. And it was really beautiful, you know, with the cardinal having supper there.
Yes, sometimes protocol are really fixed, you know, but yes, sometimes it's also we are humans and we.
Yes.
Okay, so did you know about Malta before you met Cardinal Mario?
No.
No.
No, no. In fact, I knew Malta through the generosity of the people. That I must acknowledge. Okay, because most of the seminarians were supported
by Maltese.
Yes.
So
yes.
Through the benefactors that supported,
yes.
you knew something about Malta.
Yes, Malta.
And when you met the bishop, when you met Cardinal Mario Grech,
yes.
Did you had this conversation with him? Did you mention anything about Maltese and the generosity?
My memory fades, so it's difficult. I think we spoke about the Maltese culture and it's a Christian the Catholic country and things. But with this,
it's okay. It's okay. I'm just try my curiosity, you know, because Cardinal Mario supports a lot the missionary work being done, especially by Maltese missionaries abroad. He comes from our sister island, the small island of Gozo, so he comes from a very small island as well. So yes, and he really supports missionaries abroad, Maltese missionaries that they are doing work abroad, and he was purposely visiting Maltese missionaries in India during that period because. In India, a lot of even congregations like the Jesuits started the congregations in India. The Maltese Jesuits started the congregation in India. So you became a priest. You also were fortunate to meet Cardinal Mario, and you also worked in remote areas where extreme poverty exists. And then somehow you ended up
here in Malta.
In Malta. How come?
This was a blessing, I would say. So it was through my bishop. He called me and he said, "Get ready. I'll send you for the studies."
To continue further studies.
Continue further studies, and then it was all through my bishop. He was like Archbishop. He said, "You get ready. I'll send you for pastoral theology. Okay, you go and pursue your license in pastoral theology from the University of Malta." And yes, that's how I came here.
So you are studying here, but you are also doing some pastoral work with any parish on the island?
I go to St. Nicholas Parish, to Missjoni. Yeah, Father Joseph is very cool. He's very nice man. So I love that parish now. So
that's good. Father Anthony, we came to the end. Maybe we talk about the last photo that is showing on our screens. Tell us a bit about this photo.
I'm very happy whenever I see this photo because this is the fruit of my labor. Okay, I was there in the missions. Okay, I baptized so many of them, all of them. I regularized their marriages, and then I visited all their houses, almost like during the season of Lent. I visited their houses, I catechized them, and then at last that was the Easter night vigil mass photo.
That was the
Yes, yes.
And there was a small church.
Yes, and
in a remote area.
Yes.
Oh, that's nice. Even saying it, like you baptized, you spoke about their marriage and how you say, the evangelization that you did with all these families. It's a blessing, not just for them, even for you. Father Anthony, thank you very much for being with us for this program. We came to an end. Also, we are meeting missionaries that they are doing excellent and blessed work in Malta with various congregations, studying in Malta. We already met some other priests that they are doing their pastoral and theology specialization and with the Maltese in Malta. Nirringrazzjakom li kontu għamana għal-programm ieħor il-Missjoni Hawn illum intqajna ma' Father Anthony mill-Indja minn Bangalore qiegħed f'Malta biex ikompli jistudja, jkompli jispeċjalizza fejn jidħol il-pastoral u theology work. Bħalu hawn 5 assisin li bħalissa kemm Missjo Malta u anki seminarju qed jissapportja l-edukazzjoni tagħhom fit-teoloġija fl-Università ta' Malta. Jiena inkomplu għaddejjem dawn il-programmi nfakkarkom li Missjo qed tiċċelebra l-100 sena mill-ġurnata missjonarja flimkien mal-uffiċċji tagħna mxerdin fid-dinja kollha li għall-ġurnata uffiċjali tal-missjoni li tiġi fit-tielet ħadd ta' Ottubru. Propju din is-sena ħadd tkunu qed niċċelebraw il-100 sena. Jiena ħanaqafaw għal programm ieħor il-Missjoni Hawn.